Someone looks you in the eyes and says, "That presentation was brilliant." What happens inside you during the next 2 seconds? Do you simply smile and say, "Thank you"? Or do you immediately begin to argue? "Oh, it wasn't that good. Anyone could have done it. I just got lucky." It feels like humility. It feels polite. It feels like you're being a good person. But what if none of that is actually true? What if every compliment you reject is quietly teaching your brain one dangerous lesson? I am not someone who deserves to receive. Because your mind doesn't separate a compliment from an opportunity. It doesn't separate praise from money. It doesn't separate kindness from success. It only learns one pattern: receive or reject. And if rejecting has become automatic, why would your subconscious suddenly welcome a promotion, a higher salary, a dream client, or financial success? Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you can't comfortably accept a 5-second compliment, you probably won't comfortably accept a $1,000 opportunity either. The scale changes, but the inner reaction stays the same. Today, we're uncovering one of the most invisible blocks to abundance. Not a lack of talent, not a lack of hard work, but something much quieter: the inability to receive. Let's slow this down and look at what actually happens when something good comes toward us. A compliment, a gift, help, attention, recognition. For some people, receiving feels warm and natural, but for many of us, it creates immediate discomfort. The body tightens, the face becomes awkward, the mind starts searching for a way out. We laugh it off, we minimize it, we explain why it doesn't really count. And this reaction is not random. Somewhere along the way, receiving became connected to danger. Maybe being noticed felt unsafe. Maybe accepting help felt like weakness. Maybe receiving a gift felt like creating debt. Maybe praise felt like pressure to keep performing perfectly. So instead of letting something good land, we push it away before it can touch us. Not because we don't want good things, but because part of us doesn't feel safe having them. And this is where the pattern becomes important. The problem is not the compliment itself. The problem is the nervous system reaction behind it. If receiving creates tension, guilt, or shame in small moments, then bigger forms of receiving can create even more resistance. More money, more visibility, more support, more opportunity. The mind may say, "I want this," but the body may quietly say, "This is too much. Get rid of it." A compliment is not just a nice sentence, it is a mirror. Someone reflects something good back to us, and suddenly we see how difficult it is to agree with that reflection. Someone says, "You're talented," and instead of receiving it, we immediately look for evidence against it. Someone says, "You look great," and we rush to mention how tired we are, how old the outfit is, or how bad we looked yesterday. Someone says, "You helped me so much," and we almost panic. No, it was nothing. But why is it so hard to let one kind sentence exist without destroying it? Often because the compliment touches a place inside us that we have not fully accepted. If deep down we don't believe we are valuable, praise feels like a mistake. If we are used to earning love through effort, a compliment that arrives freely feels suspicious. If we are afraid of being seen, recognition feels like exposure. So we deflect. And every deflection protects the old identity, the identity of someone who is useful but not special, helpful but not worthy of receiving, hardworking but never allowed to fully own the result. This is why compliments matter. They reveal our capacity to let goodness in without immediately arguing with it. Most people don't reject compliments and gifts because they consciously hate themselves. Usually, they are following rules they learned a long time ago. Rules that sounded mature, polite, or moral. Don't show off. Don't be selfish. Don't take too much. Don't make people uncomfortable. Don't owe anyone. Don't become arrogant. These rules may have started as protection. They may have helped us belong. They may have helped us avoid criticism in families where confidence was mocked, need was shamed, or receiving always came with strings attached. But later in life, these same rules can become invisible limits. We may become excellent at giving, helping, supporting, listening, working, proving, performing. But receiving? That feels unfamiliar, almost wrong. And when receiving feels wrong, we start turning life into a one-way street. We give time, but struggle to receive attention. We give care, but struggle to receive support.
We give value, but struggle to receive proper payment. At first, it looks noble, but over time it becomes exhausting. Because a person who only gives eventually starts feeling empty, unseen, and quietly resentful. Not because giving is bad, but because balance was never allowed. Now we can talk about money without turning it into something mystical. Money is not a magic river. Money is not a reward sent by the universe for being open enough. In real life, money often comes through people, decisions, offers, prices, negotiations, clients, salaries, opportunities, and the value we allow ourselves to claim. And this is exactly where the receiving pattern matters. If someone offers to pay us more and we instantly feel guilty, we may lower the price. If a client respects our work and wants to hire us, we may over-deliver until we feel drained. If a manager praises our performance, we may still avoid asking for a raise because receiving more feels uncomfortable. If an opportunity arrives, we may question it, delay it, or sabotage it because some part of us does not feel allowed to have it. This is not about money being offended by our modesty. It is about our own behavior changing when receiving becomes emotionally unsafe. We negotiate weaker. We ask for less. We accept less. We apologize for our value. We make ourselves smaller so other people won't feel uncomfortable. And then we wonder why financial growth feels blocked. Sometimes the block is not outside. Sometimes it is the quiet habit of rejecting more before more even reaches us. Gifts reveal another layer of this pattern. Imagine a colleague unexpectedly buys your coffee, or a friend brings you something thoughtful, or someone offers help without asking for anything back. For a balanced person, this can simply feel pleasant. But for someone who struggles to receive, the mind immediately starts calculating. Now I owe them. I need to return the favor. What do they want from me? This is too much. The gift stops being a gift and becomes a debt. The nervous system cannot relax until the balance is restored. And sometimes that is not maturity. Sometimes it is fear wearing the mask of independence. Of course, healthy boundaries matter. Not every gift is clean. Not every offer is innocent. But if every kind gesture feels like a trap, then life becomes lonely. We stop letting people support us. We stop letting relationships be generous. We turn every act of care into a transaction. And eventually, even real opportunities begin to feel suspicious. A better job offer, a generous client, a helpful introduction, a chance to grow. Instead of receiving, we start looking for the catch. And while caution can protect us, constant suspicion can also keep us trapped. So maybe receiving is not a personality trait. Maybe it is a skill. And like any skill, it can be practiced in small moments. Not with something huge, not with a life-changing offer, not with a dramatic financial breakthrough. With one simple compliment. Someone says something kind, and instead of explaining it away, we let it land. Thank you. That is enough. No apology, no joke, no long explanation, no immediate compliment in return just to escape the discomfort. Just a few seconds of staying open. And at first it may feel strange. The body may want to shrink. The mind may want to interrupt. But that pause matters. Because in that pause, we are teaching ourselves something new. Receiving does not have to mean danger. Receiving does not have to mean debt. Receiving does not make us arrogant, selfish, or weak. It can simply mean that something good has reached us, and we are allowed to let it stay. Over time, this changes more than compliments.
It changes how we show up in conversations, negotiations, relationships, and opportunities. We stop pushing away value automatically. We stop apologizing for being seen. We stop treating every good thing as something we must immediately neutralize. Maybe the balance between giving and receiving is not about keeping score. Maybe it is about wholeness. A life built only on giving can look noble from the outside, but inside it can become dry, tired, and resentful. A person who never receives slowly teaches themselves that their only value is usefulness. And that is not love. That is not freedom. That is a quiet form of self-abandonment. Real balance begins when we allow good things to reach us without immediately pushing them away. A compliment, a gift, help, attention, respect, money, opportunity. Not because we are entitled to everything, and not because the world owes us comfort, but because receiving is part of being alive. We are allowed to give. We are allowed to care. We are allowed to support others. But we are also allowed to be supported. We are allowed to be appreciated. We are allowed to be paid well for real value. We are allowed to receive without apologizing for it. So the next time someone says something kind, maybe the most powerful response is also the simplest one. Thank you. And then silence. Let it land. Let yourself receive. Because the moment we stop rejecting every small good thing, we slowly become available for bigger good things too. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.